What is the best way to get leads for coaches and consultants? Hi, my name is Regitze from Greatest Marketing Agency. If you don't know me, then we specialize in getting leads and clients for coaches and consultants. And today I'm going to show you the best way to get leads and high quality clients for coaches and consultants. I'm going to jump into my ad account. I'm going to show you everything about how to set up your campaign on Facebook Ad Manager to get leads for coaches and consultants and other high-ticket service-based businesses. So here I'm in my Ad Manager, and first of all, you want to create a campaign. You click the Create button. I'm just going to open up my own campaign and show you how it's set up. So I'll open this up. You give it a name, something that you can remember, and if I don't explain something, then it's because you don't have to touch that setting. So there's no special categories unless you are selling in something like houses, credit cards, employment, social issues, etc. Otherwise, you leave that off. Campaign type, auction, that's also by default. Leads, this one, that's important. So I already picked that. You can change it now, but you want to definitely pick a lead campaign. There's also conversion campaign, awareness and engagement and other campaign types, but pick a lead campaign. We don't want to add a spending limit. We don't want any A/B test. I chose Advantage campaign budget off. It's basically just gonna, if you have several ad sets under the same campaign, it's gonna you're allowing Facebook to allocate budget to the campaign that it thinks will perform the best. And it's actually good in many cases, but if you want more control when you're testing, then you should leave it off, because otherwise you're letting Facebook do the testing, which Facebook is actually pretty good at the moment. So that was campaign structure, and then we go to, if I go out of this, then we go to the ad set. I have it clicked here, so it's going to show up here on the ad set level. Otherwise, all the other ones are going to show up also. So then I go into this one, edit it, just to show you how it's set up. Give it a name here. I call mine instant form to Calendly, because I'm going to show you how you can also set it up so that people can actually book directly in your calendar. Conversion campaign, leads, dynamic creative, the countries that I'm targeting: US, UK, Canada, Western Europe, and the interest group, business and finance. So we have it to instant form. That's important here. You can have website also, but it's more expensive. The best way, the cheapest way that I want to show you is where you use instant forms. It's a form that pops up when people click your ad directly there on Facebook or Instagram, and they can fill out the information that you're asking for there, usually the name and email address. You can also ask for other things like telephone number and many other things actually. But the more you ask for, the less people are going to fill it out. So ask for only what you really want and what you need. So instant forms, and we go down. Make sure you pick the right Facebook page. Accept Meta's lead ad terms for this page. I did that. And performance goal, maximum number of conversion leads. And I believe we can actually change that. So make sure it's maximum number of conversion leads. and not just the maximum number of leads, or I think it says. Bid strategy, highest volume, I don't touch that. When you get charts, impressions, delivery type standard, all that is standard. Then I have a dynamic creative turned on. That means that we can actually add several headlines, several images, and several descriptions, and Facebook will be doing the testing with combining all these things. I'm gonna get into that later. And then there's the ad budget. I have a daily budget of 50 kroner. It's in kroner because I'm in Denmark. So here's a graph of how much you can expect. Like here I have my daily budget to 50 kroner, then I can expect about 2,700 reach. That's what it says up here. It doesn't matter too much. You can also set an end date. I never do that. You can just go in and turn it off anytime. You can schedule the budget. That's a little bit more advanced, where I don't use that usually. You can increase the budget during specific time periods, like in the daytime, but Facebook's algorithm is so powerful that it automatically knows when your ideal client is online, because you set it to find your leads. So it's going to do what it can to find your leads, and if it knows that people are not going to be there at nighttime, then it's not going to find the leads, so it's not going to show you ad that much at nighttime. So it comes automatically. After a little while, it has to first optimize and get to know your ideal client, especially when your ad account is new. Then it has to get to know who you're looking for. If you ran a lot of ads previously to the same type of client, or the same type of avatar, or the same type of people that you're looking for, then it already knows and it has data gathered. But when it's a new ad account, then it needs to gather this data, and that takes a while. It takes some budget. So the more budget you give it, the faster it will learn. So we just have it to run ads all the time, but like I said, it's going to optimize for when your specific person is online, also depending on, of course, what country you're targeting. So then Facebook always wants us to use Advantage Plus audience. That's where Facebook, you're allowing Facebook to go outside of the audience that you chose if it thinks it can find you leads there. Like, for instance, I chose the interest group business and finance, and if you have this on, then you're allowing Facebook to go outside of that interest group to find you leads, which can be good, but then you don't really know if this interest group is a good one or not. So if you really want to test and really want to find out, is this a good interest group, then you have to turn it off. So here is the saved audience. That's the countries, locations, all the locations I chose. I just didn't choose any age group, so it's everybody, and the interest group is business. I have advanced detailed targeting turned on. And then there's this thing about the beneficiary and payer. That's my business name. Make sure that this is clicked. And you can have, if you're running ads for someone else, then of course this has to be someone else, their business name. Placements, that's where your ad is shown. That can be stories, that can be reels and feed, and there's many different ways. When you have Advantage Plus placements on, then it's shown in, or you're again letting Facebook's algorithm optimize where it should be shown. But again, it's looking for leads. It's looking for the thing that you asked it to look for. So it's going to know where your ideal client is at. And it's going to make your ads cheaper. When you let Facebook decide, actually, then you get a little bit cheaper ads. You get cheaper CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions, so cheaper ads. So I have this on. If you want to, you can have it off and just show it like in the stories, reels, and the feeds. If I turn it on manual, for instance, here, then you can see all the placements. There's Facebook, Instagram. Then there's Audience Network, which is a network of websites outside of Facebook and Instagram, which is pretty low quality. And a lot of people want to turn this off. But again, when you're optimizing for a certain thing, like leads or sales, then Facebook will pretty fast find out that those places here, Audience Network, that's not where it's going to find the leads and the customers for you, so it's automatically not going to go there. But if you have things like engagement, where you just want people to engage with your ad, like it, comment on it, click on it, or whatever, or if you just want awareness, where you simply just want people to see it and nothing else, then this should definitely be turned off, because it's low quality. There's a lot of bots there, and you're not going to get any good results from it. So there I would definitely use manual placement. Go down here and turn this off, because then you're just asking people to show it there, or get engagement there, get likes, get also bots can click on it. So then you should definitely turn it off. But when you're looking for leads or conversions, which is sales, then it's automatically going to find out not to go there. Hope it makes sense. So I'm just going to go back to Advanced Plus placements here. And see some more. All this, brand safety and sustainability. I don't touch that. You can have block lists, like websites that you can block and stuff like that. So let's just go to the next one. I click this off. I'm going to publish it because it thinks that we made some changes. And then go to the ads. And then I'm going to edit it to open it up. And here we can also put a name in. And a partnership ad, that's also good if you run ads with creators, brands, or other businesses, and you can turn this on. Again, you already chose the Facebook page on the ad set level. The Instagram page, make sure you choose the right one there, because then it's also going to run on Instagram. And then we have the ad setup. Single image video. And then you can have multi-advertiser ads. That simply means that your ad will be shown together, side by side, with up to 3 of your competitors. So like imagine 4 ads in one story. So it's going to be really, really small. But when you have this on, then you get, again, cheaper ads. So you can debate if you want it on or off. It doesn't matter. You can test it, actually. So make one ad campaign where it's on and one where it's off, and don't make any other changes. When you're testing things, then only change one thing at a time, and then give it at least a few days and some ad spend. Otherwise, you don't know. So I just have it on. And then you can select images, select videos, or even create a video. If you have several images, you can create like a little video. Facebook can help you create one. And there you can, here, like I said before, you can add several images or pictures, videos. You can add up to 10 images, videos, or slideshows. But only if you are putting a pretty big budget behind it, you should add so many elements, because otherwise it's too many variants that Facebook has to kind of test, because you can select, like I said, 10 different images or videos, and then you can also down here, you can select up to 5 different primary texts, and also here headlines, you can select 5 headlines. I have another video that goes more into this, how to set this up, because Facebook is actually helping you create this, or if you want it, you can just write one, and then you can have Facebook's AI create other ones that you can choose from that are similar, but a little bit different. So you can try different text that says the same thing. So that's pretty cool. And what it does, it's optimizing creative for each person. So each person that is seeing your ad, it's actually combining the different videos or images and the different headlines and the different primary text. So what Facebook's algorithm believes will be the best for that individual person, which is very, very cool. You won't know exactly what is working. That's the only thing. You're kind of putting the control in Facebook's algorithm, but it usually works out pretty good. So here is suggested text variations. That's where Facebook's AI is making other variations that you can use. Many different ones actually, and you can also refresh it down here and get new ones. So it's very cool. And here headlines, you can have 5 different headlines. You can write one, and then you can have Facebook AI create other ones that you can use. You can change it out by crossing it out here. Here's the display link. That's the link that is shown at the bottom of your ad. It's not clickable, so just have it show your business name.com or whatever it is. You don't need the www or http in front, because it's not clickable. And then it has the call to action button. Here you can also have different ones. Select up to 5 call to actions, so you can have you can choose different call to action buttons. Learn more is a pretty good one. It's not too pushy, so it works pretty good for most things, unless you're selling something, and I would say shop now, where you can also learn more there actually. And here's the instant form. So here you click create instant form. I have different ones already created. I'm gonna go into a draft one here, because once it's created, then you can't change it. So if you want to change it, what you can do is you can duplicate it. Here, duplicate. So you copy it, go in, make the changes that you want, and then use the new one. But you can't change in the original, which is okay actually. But I have this draft one so that we can go in and I can show you how it's set up. Let's see if there's anything else down here. No, that's actually the last one. Then there's just the tracking here. So let's go into the draft one here, that one. So that is the form that is popping up directly on Facebook or Instagram, like I said. And it's cheaper that way to collect information, name and email address or whatever it is that you want, because Facebook doesn't like when we take people away from their platform. They want people to stay on their platform, and then you can get the leads, the information, and download it from Facebook. You can also set up a CRM where it's then automatically pulled to your CRM. So here, that's the beginning of the lead form. Make sure you go under settings here at first and click on open. It's a little bit hidden, but it's actually on default here for restricted. This is under sharing, meaning that it's default on restricted, meaning that only people who are delivered your ad directly can submit this form, which is not what we want, because if somebody sees it and they think, okay, my friend, she might be interested in this, and then they can't share it with them. So that's very stupid. You can also change the language here. So, but definitely go in here and change the sharing to open. Your ad can be shared with anyone who submits this form, so they can share it with a friend, and then the friend can also submit the form. That's very important. There's also field names here. That's what we're gonna set up later. Change how your field name appear when you export files. That's all you can change here. I ask in the form, are you a coach or consultant? People can answer yes or no. There's an email and the full name. Then there's tracking parameters. You can track different things like language or other parameters. I usually don't do that. Just click done. And then we are here at the form type. Customize your form depending on the goal of your lead campaign. The options you select may impact the volume of submissions and cost per lead. You may think that you want as much volume, as many leads as possible, but the thing with lead forms is that one of the problems can be that it can be a little bit low quality leads. So we want to raise the quality, and we do that by making people have to do a little bit more. When it's too easy, then we can get a lot of leads that are not high quality. Because the thing is, when this ad lead form pops up, it's auto-populated usually, because Facebook already has people's name and email address stored, so it's just populated, and then people can almost by accident fill it out. So we want to have this one on, usually higher intent. I'm going to show you later. It's not a lot that it adds on to it, but it just adds that people have to click submit to send the form in. There's also rich creative, hold your audience attention with this form that integrates your company, images and messaging, includes an optional about us, product detail, and the review section. So this is pretty new. That's also a good one to play around with. And here are the questions, preview, 1 of 5. So to see a preview with the conditional logic, make sure all questions and end pages are connected, and then refresh. So I'm going to go through this later. So let's just go on. This is how the lead form looks like. Here on the right, it has the image that you chose or the video as the background, and then it has here your logo, your company name. Fill out the form with name and email address. That's what we can fill out, whatever we want to say here. And also fill out the form with your full name and email address. And then here you can ask a question. You can ask several questions. I'm going to go to this later. Like I ask, are you a coach or consultant? People can click yes or no, and then click next. So let's just go to the next one. Here we are at the intro. You can choose a different back screen picture here, but usually it just pulls up the image or video that you use for your ad. but you can have a different one. It's good to actually use the same one, because then people know that it's congruent. It's the same ad. It's not something else that they landed on by mistake or something. And then you can add a greeting. You can also turn it off here. This is a greeting. Fill out the form with the email, with name and email, and then description. Fill out the form with your full name and best email address. Just make it simple, but guide people. You have to guide people, because not everybody knows exactly what to do here. You can also remove this if you want. And then we go to the next one. Click next. And here we have this question here. Are you coach or consultant? Pre-fill questions. Here it is. Custom questions. Conditional logic. Create a form that changes based on how questions are answered, and filter people as a lead or as a non-lead. So I can ask here, are you a coach or consultant? If people say no, then they're obviously not my client. So then they're filtered as a non-lead. And you can ask more questions. So this is also a way to get higher quality leads. It's also fairly new. And then here, pre-filled questions. Ask for user information. This will be pre-filled from their Facebook account, like I explained earlier. Description, that people know how the information they give you will be used or shared, and we will contact you on the email address provided. That's important that we say how we're gonna use this information that they give us. And here you can choose the type of information that you need. I just choose usually email address and full name. But like I said, you can ask for a lot of things, but only ask for what you really need, because the more you ask for, the less people are going to actually fill it out, which of course also can raise the lead quality. You can ask for, in contact fields, you can ask for phone number, street address, city, state, province, country, postcode, zip code. But again, only ask for what really makes sense for you. User information, you can ask for full name, first name, last name. Demographic questions, you can even ask for date of birth, even gender, marital status, relationship status, and military status. So it's really personal things. Work information, you can ask for job titles, work phone numbers, work email, company name, and even national ID number for different countries here. So so you can really ask for a lot of things. You can and here that's where you can add another category if you want to ask for maybe telephone numbers again. So that's it. Then we click next, and people here, they click next also on the form. And here we have to put in the privacy policy, and we have to do that. That's mandatory. And it can't be any PDF file, anything like that. It has to be a website URL. So even if you don't have a website, you don't really need a website, but you do need to have a website just with your privacy policy on it. So just have that made, and you can have a privacy policy made really, really easily. There are forms online. Just Google make privacy policy, and you fill it out, and it's free. And then you just fill it out with your company name, and then you have a privacy policy, and you have to put it on a URL though. So that's the only thing. So here it is the reviews, where people can review what they wrote or what they're going to send in, the email address, the full name. And here's the privacy policy. You can also give it a link text, but Facebook is already giving it a name. In my case, Greatest Marketing Agency Privacy Policy, so that is fine. You can also add the customer disclaimer. If, for instance, you are a health coach, then I would add maybe a customer disclaimer, something like always ask your doctor before you make any changes to your diet or medication or something like that. Or if it is something with finance, I would also add a disclaimer here. And here we have the thing that makes it higher intent, and that is simply this slide. People have to slide it to submit it. That's the only thing. So it makes it a little bit more intentional. So then we click next, and then we get to, that's this review screen. That's simply just a slide. So then we go next again, and there's the ending. And here we have, because I asked a question, and I asked people if they were coach or consultant, and if they are coach or consultant, if they click yes, then they are lead. And if they click no, then they're not a lead. So if they clicked yes, this is the end page that they're gonna see if they are a lead. And we can also customize this. I wrote thanks, you all said. Actually, this is already what Facebook wrote, but you can change it. And then I wrote click the button below to book a call. And this is where it's the cool thing comes in, because you can add a link down here. There's a button here, and you can add a link. Usually it's going to your website, but you can change it to anything. So you can also change it to your calendar, where people can then go and book a call, even though you already asked for their name and email address. But it's just another chance to get people to book a call with you. So you can write here, click the button below to book a call. And then the call to action button is view website, because we want to put in a URL. And then I put in the link to my calendar. And then you can also change what the button says. And I wrote book a call now, so people know what they're doing when they're clicking this button. And then we get to this, the next, the end page for non-leads. So if people, they answered no to being a coach or consultant, if they said no to that, then they'll see this end page. It just says, thanks for your interest. Based on your answers, this might not be the best fit for you. Check out our website to see what else we offer. So this is when they're not a coach or consultant, then they're not my ideal client. And here I would simply just send them to my website. View website, the link to my website. Well, it still says book a call, but that's okay, because it's anyway for non-leads, so it doesn't matter too much. So this is it. Then you create form. I'm not gonna submit it, because I want to keep this as a draft so that I can display it in other videos maybe. So I'm just gonna save it as draft. But otherwise, you just click create form, and then it's created. Close form, yes, okay. And then you go out here and you click publish. And that's it. That's how you can set up your own lead form ads and get quality leads if you're a coach or consultant or other service-based business. I hope this helps. Give me a like if you like it. Subscribe for more. Share it with someone who might find it useful also. And if you are a coach or consultant and you want help with all this, because all this has to be iterated, changed, optimized, tested all the time. It's not just a one-time set and forget it deal. So if you want someone to manage this for you, then we specialize in getting leads and clients for coaches and consultants. We have many other methods to do this. Also, we test different methods. And right now we have an offer where you only pay us when you get a paying client. So book a call with me to learn more about it. There's a link in the description, and also there's some free downloads. There's a free Facebook ad template, also on how to set up Facebook ads. If you are a coach or consultant, go ahead and download that. And if you if you want to do more organic marketing, then there's a Facebook ad or Mastering Social Media Marketing Strategies ebook for coaches and consultants, also in the description. And also join our free Facebook group where you can learn more from me and other marketers. So go ahead and join that, link in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.